this one a bunch of times. I think I was actually here the last time I filmed a video with it, but I had my Christmas tree up in my room, and now my mom has finally removed the Christmas tree and put up some flowers, so that's nice. But that was like months ago when I filmed that, and now I'm back home and filming again. So yeah, you didn't need to know any of that, but we are going to be doing some more very personal questions today, and I hope you enjoy. I'll be writing down your answers. I don't think I'm going to be giving you like all of my answers, but because I feel like a lot of people don't like when I give my answers, but a lot of people also say that like they want me to give answers, so I will do it sometimes. Like some of the questions, if I have an answer for it, I'll tell you what my answer would be, and sometimes I won't. So yeah, hopefully that is good for everybody. But yeah, let's get started with question number one. Question number one, not too hard. Have you ever cut a friend's hair? Have you ever cut a friend's hair? And it also says, would you if they asked? So I guess if you haven't cut a friend's hair, would you do it? Okay. I haven't necessarily cut a friend's hair, but I've cut my brother's hair. During like the height of COVID, he had super, super long hair and just needed it cut so badly, and so I shaved his hair in my backyard right out there. Yeah. Number two, very important question. If you had to exchange ears with any animal, which one would you choose? You have to exchange ears with an animal. What do you choose? Okay. Why do you choose that? Alright. I can see it. I can see it. Okay. Number three, what mnemonic device has helped you the most? The best mnemonic device. Mine, I feel like, and this will give you an example, is I before E except after C. When talking about spelling, like that, when there's a C and then like I before E except after C. Saved me a lot of heartache in school. Okay. It's okay if you can't think of anything. Yeah. Number four, what names do you have for your grandparents? It says like granny, grandma. What names do you have for your grandparents? Those are good names. Mine, my mom's parents, we called by their names. They were BJ and Bobby. And my dad's mom, I called Omi, because we're Swiss. And yeah, Oma is grandma in German, so we call her Omi. Yeah. Number five, what is the number one topping for frozen yogurt? Your favorite frozen yogurt topping? guess your 3 courses don't have to include dessert. You can be whatever you want. Ooh, yeah. That sounds good. Alright, number 7. Kind of a classic question. If there was a fire right now in your house, what is the one thing that you would grab? You gotta get out of your house. What's the one thing you take with you? Assuming that all people and pets are safe and not in the house, what's the one thing you take? Okay. Yeah, that's a good answer. I honestly don't know what mine would be. Yeah. Alright. Number 8. What magic trick would you most like to be able to perform? That would be cool. Nice. Number 9. Who is the most competitive person that you know? It can be you, or it can be somebody else that you know. Number 10. This is a funny one. What food should be made available as a spread? That's a good one. Like, I guess we have like cookie butter and peanut butter and I don't know. What food would you want to be a spread? Like pizza butter. Okay. Yeah. Get me a tub of that. That sounds really good. Alright. Number 11. Have you ever been addicted to something? Addicted to something. Does not have to be a hard drug, but like coffee or a game, addicted to a game or a feeling. Like, what are you addicted to? Yeah, I'm definitely physically addicted to coffee. I say physically addicted because I feel like I don't have to have it. I could not drink coffee, but I would have a headache and it would be rough, but like, I don't know. You know what I mean? um, number 12. What film do you think should get the Golden Raspberry Award for worst film? I guess recent movie that you think should win worst film. That's interesting because the Oscars just happened like 2 days ago. This will probably be posted a good bit later, but movie. Number 13. What was the last CD you bought? The last CD you bought. If you are younger than me, you probably don't have an answer to this question, because you've never bought a CD. Honestly, I don't think I've ever, like, paid my own money, like, gone out and bought a CD, but I have had CDs. But they were, like, kids... What was it called? Kids Pop? Kids... That doesn't sound right. Kids Pop. Is that what it's called? I don't know. I had so many Kids Pop CDs. That does not sound right. I don't know why. If you know what I'm talking about, I don't know. But those were like the last CDs I had. Okay. Number 14. What is the worst case of medical malpractice you've ever heard of? It's probably not something you want to think about before going to bed, so you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Okay. Okay, yeah. Number 15. If it didn't rain cats and dogs, what should it rain? That's a good one. What should it rain instead of cats and dogs? Money. Duh. That's a good one. I'd like to know where the saying raining cats and dogs comes from, because, like, what? Number 16. Number 16. There are 3 crocodiles between you and a $1 million prize. What do you do? What are you doing if there are 3 crocodiles and $1 million behind them? Yeah, I'm probably fighting those crocodiles. It's probably worth it. Number 17. What is the most random thing you've ever found in one of your pockets? This makes me think. I don't think I have an answer for this one, but on my birthday, my boyfriend was telling a story about how when we were in college, he, like, got drunk one night and was at a party, and then woke up the next morning, and he had a Jello shot so cool to be a bird. You can just like fly wherever you want and just stay there. So I like when I see birds around where I live. I'm like, why don't you just fly somewhere else? Alright, number 20. Number 20. What day of the year is your favorite? What day of the year is your favorite? It says, other than your birthday, what day of the year is your favorite? But like, I don't think my favorite day of the year is my birthday, so if yours is, then that can be your answer. But yeah, what's your favorite day of the year? Okay, that's a good one. I think my favorite day of the year is the day before Thanksgiving. I love, 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 love the day before Thanksgiving when my mom and I just spend the whole day cooking. We bake pies and like prep all of the food for the next day, and it's just so fun. We'll like watch movies or TV shows, and it's just the best day of the year, which is funny considering like only American, or Canadians, but like most people don't celebrate Thanksgiving, and it's my favorite time of year. Number 21. What would you want your last words to be? What would you want your last words to be? Okay. Who would you be saying them to? Okay. Those are pretty good last words. Number 22. What is the most profound thing anyone has ever said to you? Something that just like took you by surprise, or you were taken aback by. Okay. Who was that said that? Oh wow. Number 23. Oh, this is a good one. Will the world ever know who Banksy is? Will the world ever know who Banksy is? I had no idea what that meant, and then I think my mom saw something and was like, oh, that's like Banksy. Like a drawing or painting. And I was like, what's that? It's basically like an artist that nobody knows who it actually is. Do you think anyone will ever know? Okay. Number 24. 24. If your pants really did catch on fire when you lie, would your butt have been scorched today? A fancy way of saying, have you lied today? Did you lie today? Okay. I'll take your word for it. I don't think I've lied let my YouTube recommendations be my guide and just watch random stuff. So, yeah. I don't know. I also, these days, I mainly watch YouTube for ASMR. I'm not watching a ton of YouTube otherwise. YouTube, or ASMR and dance videos are what I watch, or like gymnastics. But even with ASMR, like I kind of just watch what pops up. I watch random new ASMR artists every day. Number 28. This is a good one. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the weirdest, how weird would you say you are? I can be pretty weird, but I can also be normal when I want to be. I would say I'm like a 6. But weird is good. If you are under a 5, you're boring. Number 29. What is your favorite onomatopoeia? Onomatopoeias are like sound words, like boing and buzz and splash. I don't know. That's a good one. Me just saying that, I was like, boing has to be my best one. Boing is a great word. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Number 30. Number 30. When was the last time you joined a conga line? Last time you joined a conga line. I think my last time was at my best friend's wedding, which was December 2022. So like almost a year and a half ago. Yeah. She had a conga line at the reception. Number 31. If you could have anything delivered to you right now, what would it be? Yeah. I don't know. My boyfriend, probably. Because he lives across the whole country. Number 32. What would you say is pure bliss? What is pure bliss to you? That does sound nice. Yeah. Number 33. 33. What current trend do you just not get? That's a good one. shape can be used to describe your country? What shape is your country? This is fun because a lot of you are from different countries, so yeah. Let me know down below what country you're from. That can be your question to let me know. I don't know what shape the United States is. It's kind of an oval, and then there's Florida. I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Number 38. 38. Have you ever had braces? I did. I had braces for like a year and a half. Long time ago. Over 10 years ago. Number 39. This is a good one. This is a really good one. If your pets, past and present, had to give you a reference for a job, would you get the position? That's a good one. Your pets are gonna tell your employer everything you've ever done while you're alone. Would you get the job? Okay. It's kind of funny because, like, I don't know, you've probably done a lot of stuff around your pets that you wouldn't want your employer to know, but also, pets love you. They're gonna write you a glowing recommendation no matter what. Number 40. Have you ever twerked? Be honest, have you ever twerked? Okay. I'm gonna go with yes, I have. I'm sure I have twerked at some point in my life. Number 41. 41. What is the craziest thing you've balanced on to help you reach something high? Hopefully you haven't balanced on anything too crazy. Probably a swivel chair, and they always tell you not to balance on swivel chairs, but sometimes all you got is a swivel chair, okay? Number 42. Where is the most embarrassing place your stomach has growled? Gosh, this is a good question for me, because all the freaking time my stomach is growling. Yeah. I feel like it doesn't growl that much, like in public, or maybe I just don't hear it. I don't know, but it growls every time I make a YouTube video. Every time. I can't do anything about it. And I was, my roommate and I, like, we're both applying to grad school, so we have a lot of work to do, and we'll always sit in our living room and do work together. And there was one day where my stomach just wouldn't stop growling so loud, and we were sitting on the couch in the living room, and she was like, "You need to leave." Like, it was just, she didn't say that, but like, it was growling so much, so loudly, and I was like, "I'm so sorry. I will leave. I'll go to my room." Number 44. What is the most painful thing you've ever stepped on without shoes? I feel like everyone's answer has to be a Lego. Like, we've all stepped on a Lego. And it hurts like hell. Okay, but yeah, that's a good one. That sounds pretty painful though. Number 45. 45. Which one of your friends would you choose to run a three-legged race with? Which one of your friends could you trust the most to do that? I think that's like where you tie like one of your legs to one of their legs, and then you each have your other leg, right? 3 legs, I don't know. Okay. I won't tell your other friends that you didn't choose them. Number 46. Have you ever unintentionally said something out loud? I feel like we all have at some point, but like, did it get you in trouble? Okay, yeah. Number 47. Do you believe that what goes around comes around? It's a good one. Yeah. I really don't think I believe that. I'd like to. Like, I like to believe in that, but I don't know. I feel like I haven't really seen it in action. Number 48. 48. Do you think science will eventually allow humans to live forever? I don't think so. Personally, I don't think it's possible. Just based on, like, well, okay, maybe not. I don't know. I feel like it would have to take place, like, the science would have to be implemented at birth. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's thoughts are in my head, but they're not coming out like I want them to. But no, I don't think so. Number 49. 49. It's kind of a funny one. What 3 things do you associate with Scotland? In my last video, or not my last video, but like a recent video, everybody was like screaming at me and arguing if Scotland was a country or not. So now, like, seeing Scotland kind of gives me PTSD from that. This is not the place to argue about if it's a country or not, but what are 3 things that you associate with Scotland? Mine are probably bagpipes, haggis, and kilts. That might be the most stereotypical. I don't know. was a good singer. Number 55. Do you think it is fair to expel students from school? Okay. Yeah. Kind of depends. Okay. Number 56. 56. What is the scariest experience you've ever had or witnessed? I'm sorry, that's not probably something you want to think about while you're trying to sleep. Feel free to not answer if, yeah. Okay. That is really scary. Number 57. What is your favorite milkshake flavor? Something a little easier. It has been a long, long, long time since I've had a milkshake. I don't even remember. I'm kind of a vanilla girl. I'm boring, but I like me some vanilla. Number 58. Would you ever consider participating in a paid clinical trial? I definitely have thought about it. Like, where I live, I take the train a lot, and on the trains there's always posters about like clinical trials at all the hospitals. It's like, oh, get paid $500 to, like, I don't know, yeah. I've thought about it. Depends on what it is, though. Okay, number 59. What is the craziest auto-corrected message you've ever sent or received? Trying to think of like a specific example for mine. My mom sends me some ridiculous auto-corrected messages all the time. Yeah. Can't think of an example right now, but she sent me some great ones. Yeah. I always like give in to it too. Like, I feel like she asked me, it was like some situation where she was saying presents, but she said presidents. So she was like, did you get any good presidents for your birthday? And I texted back and was like, yeah, like, I got Lincoln, but, you know, I already have Lincoln, and, but someone gave me, you know, Millard Fillmore, and I was really excited, or, like, I don't know, I always, like, I feed the autocorrect that she gives me, and then she will answer and be like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, Mom, go back and read what you sent me. It makes sense, I promise. Number 60. Which body part would you miss the least least if it dropped off, which makes me think we're talking about like limbs. I feel like if I lost an ear or something, I'd be like, whatever. Or like I don't know, one of my fingers, maybe. Number 61. Have you ever had a lucky charm? I guess like anything that was lucky. Do you have a lucky shirt or anything that was lucky for you? Yeah, I've got lucky underwear. Number 62. Have you ever been pooped on by a bird? That is like one of my biggest fears. I would cease to exist if I got pooped on by a bird. Yeah. Number 63. What are your top 3 most frequently used websites? I guess like YouTube is a website. I don't know. I use Amazon a lot. Kind of ashamed to admit that. Yeah, those are good ones. Yeah. Number 64. Which one of your friends would you not trust as a house sitter or pet sitter? Which one of your friends are you not trusting? I promise I will not tell them. Okay. Again, yeah, it's safe with me. Okay. Number 65. What is the most hurtful thing someone has ever said to you? Oh, that's terrible. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Number 66. What do you absolutely refuse to believe? What do you refuse to believe? I don't know what I refuse to believe. I don't know. Number 67. 67. Did you like any of the books that you had to read for school? I did not like very many of the books I had to read for school, but there were some good ones. I don't know. I read, I don't remember what this book was called. Like, I'm thinking of the book, but I have no idea what it was called. I don't remember. But it was good. 69. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is the greatest pain you've ever experienced? Or I guess just like, what's the greatest pain you've ever experienced? I guess the greatest pain you've ever experienced is your 10, right? Like, I don't know. So what was the greatest pain you ever experienced? Oh man. Yeah, I guess it could be like physical or emotional. The greatest pain I've experienced. I think the greatest pain I experienced was a couple years ago. And I think I had a ruptured ovarian cyst. And it was bad. That was the worst pain. But like when I had my appendicitis in 2010, that was pretty bad too. Yeah, both of those were probably worse than when I broke bones. I don't think I've been through anything that was crazy, crazy painful. Okay, I think this might be our last question for today. Number 70, we'll stop here. If you could have one question about your future answered, what would you ask? Okay. That's a good one. Okay. I think this is kind of controversial, but the question I would ask is, when am I going to die? That would be my question. Like, I think everything else, I am satisfied with, like, finding out later, you know? When it comes to, like, oh, am I gonna get married? Or, like, am I gonna have kids? Or how many kids am I gonna have? Or what's my job gonna be? Like, stuff like that. I am very content with finding that out when it comes. Like, that'll be exciting. But the one thing I want to know is when I'm going to die. And I know a lot of people do not want to know that. I do. I do. But obviously I never will, so until it happens. But yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. 70 very personal questions. Yeah. I hope you liked it. This was fun.